And even things like, these kind of intergenerational families and assumptions that, I think about what that absolutely chilling line in Mansfield Park about independence being so disgusting in young women, like that women should not have independence. That there's something fundamentally flawed with that. And I think if you've got people who don't think women should vote, who don't think women should work, who don't think women should have any, should have only the most prescribed sexual activity with, I guess them, then you can see how that's attractive. That kind of very overtly patriarchal ideology that will keep women in the home and keep them very much subservient to men, which is not, it's not Austen's world at all. But I think that it was also, I think the other thing that we could think about is that there was absolutely this kind of discourse in Austen's lifetime, maybe not the racist discourse, but the discourse around how should women live, what should women do, what is the point of women, and a lot of the right-wing material that's coming out of that time is very clear about women need to be, women have a positive duty to be agreeable at home, right? Women need to not go out, not go to parties. Women should be focused on making sure that the men in their lives are happy and well looked after, and that is their job, right? And they should do that as silently as possible. You think about Celeb's in search of a wife, right? He finally meets the wife. He understands that she must be the one because she says nothing the whole dinner. She's one of those students in your class who just like nods and like looks really intelligent. And that's so attractive. He doesn't even hear her voice, right? And that's, he's like, she's perfect. And that's written by a woman, right? That's written by Hannah More. So there is this sense in which there's a, they're not yet at the kind of Victorian woman question, but they're kind of getting towards it. And they do have this concept of, what is a woman's place? What should a woman be doing? Is a woman really a human being? Is she a rational creature, as Wollstonecraft's saying, and as Elizabeth Bennet's saying, as Austen's saying? Or is she just kind of literally ancillary in the Latin sense of it? Is she just there to sew shirts, make puddings and pies, be this kind of not even helpmeet, but be this sort of upper level servant? And they say that sometimes. They'll write about, I want to be more than just an upper level servant, and which is the flip side, I guess, of the whole companionate marriage plot, that you get to, you'll be able to put up with all of this because of this kind of amorphous thing called love, and you'll be delighted to do it, and everything will be great. And I think that Austen's growing up with writers like Charlotte Smith, who are like, yeah, it's all great unless the guy you marry is not perfect, in which case your life is miserable and you have no legal recourse. And I think that there's this tension there in Austen that is obviously very easy for the alt-right to ignore. But I imagine your students are able to find it pretty easily.